call it Club Fed, a place convicts want to go. There's a music room, pool tables, even a fitness center. And now it's home to disgraced former Sheriff Robert Arnold. It may surprise you to learn he's serving time in what some call one of the country's cushiest prisons. As News Channel 5's Nick Barris tells us, it's a far cry from the Rutherford County Jail Arnold once ran as sheriff.
Some former inmates will tell you that the Rutherford County Jail is one of the very toughest around. I know that it was a point of pride for former Sheriff Robert Arnold. No frills, only the basics. So there is some twisted irony now that he is serving in almost the exact opposite. Yes, he's been assigned to a so-called Club Fed. With landscaping and groomed lawns, this place could pass for a fancy apartment complex. But it's a federal prison camp near the Maxwell Air Force Base in Montgomery, Alabama, and it's home to Arnold for the next 3+ years.
That's easy time, not hard time.
In January, Arnold pleaded guilty to wire fraud and extortion linked to the illegal sale of electronic cigarettes in the county jail.
Public deserves integrity from its elected officials, and it's disappointing when law enforcement leaders abuse their position and contribute to public distrust.
The citizens of Rutherford County weathered a long 2-year investigation and prosecution of the sheriff, all the while Arnold still held office. When he finally resigned and was sentenced, the dark cloud lifted. He was going to prison.
Again, it gives the final closure to this chapter of which went on, and that's basically it. That's just the only reason. Tragic situation. I mean,
He hurt a lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of people's hurt.
Arnold, the sheriff, put inmates in Spartan cells with few distractions. He believed in hard time. Arnold, the inmate, not so much. We've learned he serves some of his time working on a golf course at a federal prison camp Forbes magazine once ranked as the 3rd cushiest in the entire country. For Rutherford County resident Don Owens, that is a head-scratcher.
It's definitely bothersome because of the simple fact that he committed crimes that if we committed them, we wouldn't have been in a nice, pretty jail.
It's a minimum security facility, no fences, no razor wire. Arnold shares dorm-style bunks with other inmates and spends time with white-collar criminals like Jeff Skilling, the former CEO of Enron. It's safe to say that Arnold's incarceration is a far cry from the experience for inmates here. He may be serving time in a so-called Club Fed, but citizens here take solace in knowing that Arnold is no longer running the Rutherford County Jail. Nick Barris, News Channel 5.
Nick, thank you. We should point out Arnold did not get to choose, but was placed at that facility. There are special criteria to be selected for such a federal prison camp. You must be serving fewer than 10 years for a nonviolent offense and have no disciplinary issues while in custody. New